folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Not That Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk a little bit about Vincent Pompetti's Kickstarter. Yes, there are artists who do Kickstarters, and I advise you to not miss out on these, because sometimes they even include sorcery artist proofs. I was not in time when I backed Vincent's Kickstarter to get an artist proof, but I got the graphic novels, and I have them here. We're talking like a second like this, but in a few moments we're switching to the overhead view. But a box arrived with Vincent Pompetti's, yeah, how do you call it? Kickstarter rewards. I have my binder here. I'm going to show you some stuff from Vincent Pompetti. And this is the box. And we're going to switch to the overhead view now, but make sure if you are interested in special stuff from the artists, then Kickstarters for other projects than sorcery are very interesting. And like I said, they even include sorcery stuff sometimes, like artist proofs or whatever, or even like prints and so on. There is one coming up from Ed Beer Jr., which I keep an eye on as well. I hope it will appear on Kickstarter soon. I only heard it from Discord, but when it appears on Kickstarter, you can follow it, so you get a notification when it starts, and that looks very cool as well. But let's have a look what the Kickstarter from Vincent Pompetti contained. And if you like his art, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this graphic novel stuff and the Kickstarter exclusives. So yeah, let's switch to the overhead view. All right, folks. I recently interviewed Vincent, actually, and he told me that he, besides the sorcery art he is doing, of course, has done several graphic novels. And I told him, hey, I haven't read those. I'm always honest, because it just doesn't make sense to pretend. You definitely fall through the cracks, but I will try to get some and read some. And that's what I did. So when the Kickstarter came up, I backed it right away, and like I said before, unfortunately it was a bit too last to choose a tier with a sorcery artist proof. I'm gonna link to the interview. I'm not gonna link to the comment. I hope you comment on this video if you like the video. But I'm gonna link to the interview with Vincent at the end of this video. And quickly before we look at the Kickstarter, so just we have something to compare, I'm going to have a look at some of the cards Vincent signed for me. And I mean, he was a very prominent artist in Alpha. He did a lot of pieces. He exactly told me how many in the interview, and what his favorite pieces are. And he did a lot of pieces for Arthurian Legends as well. He's a super kind guy, and yeah, we're gonna see how the Kickstarter and the graphic novel looks like in a second. But just if you have a look at these, this is the art Vincent does. And in the interview, again, you can check it at the end of this video, he explains to me as well that he uses like kind of a special watercolor, and that he has learned from very well-known artists in the past at art school, and super interesting stuff to hear. I would definitely recommend that video. Not it's because from me, but it's about Vincent. This is roughly what his art is known for. That is roughly what his art looks like. And yeah, I think you definitely, I just have to start something here so we got a little more light. I think you can definitely see he has a very unique style, which is something I really like. But enough rambling. Let's have a look at the Kickstarter. I'm gonna put the binder aside. Yes. And it came in this box. My address is on here. I only opened it to see if it's the Kickstarter. I already thought so. This thing cost me, I think, backing it, I added some stuff like another graphic novel, cost me like 80 Canadian dollars. It cost me another like $15 now import, $20 shipping. So in total, this is probably like $100. And I'm not quite sure what the Canadian dollar is compared to the American dollar, but in general, it's probably a little less than $1, right? This is what the Kickstarter gets you. I think this is called like a bookmark, and it's metal, which is interesting. Oh yeah, steel squid bookmark. Okay, that was something that came with the Kickstarter and has a piece of art on it as well, as you can see. So it's probably like this, yes. Yeah. So that was just part of what you get. This is a book. This is a book I backed as an extra because you see Vincent Pompetti here, because of the fact that Vincent, of course, did a lot of artwork for Arthurian Legends. And I think art like this in here definitely got recognized by Eric's Curiosa. And we're gonna check it out. Yeah, he has a very unique style, and his art is very recognizable in my opinion. This is still sealed. Let's see if we can open this up. This one is not sealed, but that is... Oh no. That's the one I backed, actually. Sorry for that. This one is not sealed. This one is about Romans, and this is actually one he did before, I believe. Yes. He didn't do it in 58 BC. But yeah, he... oh, it's $44. So that the Kickstarter was quite okay. And in here there should be a print, right? So let's see if that didn't ruin the book during shipping. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Wow, really cool print. King Arthur and the Bear. Yeah, art print. I like it. Let's have a look at the Conquest Julius Caesar's Gallic War first. Now let's just put the box aside so we can flip through the pages a little more easily. So this was one he did before, and you could add to your pledge because yeah, he obviously had these in stock. By the way, the Kickstarter went quite quickly. I think I backed this like right after Essen, which is October, first week of October, and now it's January and it has arrived. So that's definitely interesting. Let's get the bookmark up the side as well. And I haven't seen these neither, but I guess, oh yes, this is very, very Vincent Pompetti. I love it. If you are into his art, and if you're not only like into his art on sorcery cards, but you think like, hey, I would like to see more of this, a graphic novel like this is a treat, folks. This is how often does it happen that you get like a whole book of artwork in the form of a graphic novel, of course, but from an artist. Yeah, it's so unique and recognizable. I love it. From an artist you like and you think is super talented and does super cool art, and then yeah, you can just enjoy. Oh yeah, look at this. This looks awesome. Like the armies and so on. I should maybe get some of the cards, like the phalanx. Maybe you can see some similarities. Let me quickly get that. We're not in a hurry, but I'm gonna have to put these, at least close it, and put the print aside, because this binder is pretty full and pretty heavy, and I don't want to ruin anything. Yeah, the easiest way for me is to like just, yeah, look at this. The rain of arrows, maybe the phalanx, critical strike. Yeah, just as a comparison, folks. Just as a comparison. Be right back with you. I'm still here, of course, but yeah, this is what you get. Quality Productions, nerd and proud of it. We're adapting to what we need and want right within the video. Probably a lot of people are like, yeah, let's fuck this. I'm out of here. Yeah, if you look at this is super recognizable stuff. You look at the helmets. You look at the horse. I mean, this is very cool. Maybe we can find a guy with an axe as well. We got swords here. Of course, the Romans do have the gladius, the sword, the short sword. But maybe they're fighting some barbarians somewhere, so we can compare the axe guy fighting, and the colors as well. I mean, it reminds me a bit of Miller's 300 as well. And I think if you look at this one, this color scheme, you see, like the thin white lines that put an emphasis on certain highlights and aspects. I like it on the shield here as well. Yeah, I mean, super cool. I think this is a treat, and this is definitely worth backing. If you happen to attend the show where Vincent is, maybe he can sometimes bring some of these. I know in Essen he did not. He only had sorcery stuff, but yeah, you never know. That was, of course, a bit of a different story on the sorcery booth. It would have been a bit weird to sell other merchandise from him as well, not only sign sorcery cards and give interviews about sorcery, but yeah, I guess he might have these kind of books at other shows. Feels very, by the way, quality feels very good. Very good hardcover here. Black panel press. I haven't heard of this one yet. And I do have a lot of comics and graphic novels and hardcovers. Let's see if we can carefully remove the... Yeah, I should be able to remove the plastic here without damaging the book. Is this open already? I don't think so. Let's see if we can find a different angle, which has a little more, yes, how do you call it? Which is a little more, what's the word? There's a little more tense. The plastic seal is a little more tense, so the knife can get in there more easily without damaging or ruining the book. I always am very careful with my stuff. Yeah, true collector, of course. Let's see. Tarek and Pompetti. Probably Pompetti did the art here. Can we see that somewhere? Translated by Tarek, Vincent Pompetti. 2018 already. First edition still. Very nice. Published in French. Yes, of course. All rights reserved. Black panel press. Doesn't say, I guess Vincent obviously did the art, but I don't know if he teamed up with Tarek and yeah, oh, that has a nice, how do you call this, linen feel to it. So that's really cool. And the size is the same, which is really nice. In the, you see the black panel press logo, which is really nice in the on the shelves, of course. King Arthur and the ladies of the lake. Aha, multiple. I thought it was just one lady of the lake. Let's have a look. Oh, there's another bookmark in here. See this? If you open a book, like Excalibur in the Stone, Lady of the Lake, probably. If the book is called Lady of the Lake, I imagine so. This is awesome. And this is just by Vincent. Special thanks to Tarek. Of course, the guy did the other thing with, probably. Jose, Rebecca. Okay. Camelot au Cinémalais, édition Nimnos. 2024. Well, they probably had this like ready to go, which is very nice. They just needed to know the amount they'd have to print, but that's really cool. Actually printed in China. Interesting. Right away, folks, you can see Vincent's style and really yeah, I'm drawn into it. That's why I'm looking for words, because it's very difficult for me to take these in, think about it, and get the impressions, and then articulate what I think about it at the same time. I don't know if you have that as well. If you are a little bit creative, then normally stuff like this, this looks very cool, starts all kinds of thinking processes, emotions, and then it's a bit difficult to focus on other tasks. And yeah, I'm a man. I only can focus on one thing at once. So at a disadvantage here. This looks very, very cool. Yeah, of course, not reading the story, but because I want to read it really in during a quiet moment. But yeah, just to get an impression here. Yeah, and again, I mean, different, not the battles or whatever, but you can. Maybe I should have gotten some of the sea stuff as well. You can clearly see the color palette and so on, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm looking for the art print here and see if that's actually a panel in the book. Oh yeah, here you see this? See, like the way he portrays, or here you see the axe, very similar, very nice, and the shields, and the way he portrays like the sky with a little bit like yeah, not very detailed, but still very impressive because of that, because it leaves a lot to the imagination. And that's very, very nice, very cool. I love it. Wow, we're 15 minutes in already. That's crazy. I thought this would be a video that's a lot shorter, just to have a quick look, but I got drawn into the books, which is a good sign, of course. I can imagine that you can get these on Vincent's site, and no, I'm not sponsored. I just like Vincent's art, and I like Vincent as a person. If you want to continue watching, check out the interview, which should be right here somewhere, because Vincent had some very interesting stuff to say, and yeah, simply was very kind to do the interview with me anyway, and he was super nice to meet, even outside of the show, and just hang out with a really nice guy. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video as well, as it focuses on the artist of one of our beloved games, Sorcery, and one of our beloved artists. And yeah, thanks a lot for listening. I talk to you next time. Again, stay healthy, stay frosty. Very important. Bye, folks.